Hola, kumusta? And welcome again to our tutorials. And today I'm going to demonstrate to you our advanced Java programming midterms exam prepared by Engineer Nelson G. Viernes Jr., MIT, our instructor in the subject in Apayao State College, Philippines. So the guideline is create an enrollment console application that will get and display the enrollment details of an information technology student. The student must be evaluated first from the registrar's office and then proceed to the billings office. In the registrar's office, the following information must be collected from the students. Okay. Thereafter, the students must proceed to the billings office to pay for the total tuition fee and retrieve the receipt. The receipt must be displayed and should contain the values of the following information. This one. And then create two separate classes, registrar and billing. Each class must have their own constructor, and never mind too much about the best practices as long as you can solve the problem. That's fine. You might get confused, but in your program, I must see that there are at least three classes and one parent class or upper class and two child classes or two other separate classes. So the sample output is like this. So input and then output. Now let's proceed. Okay, let's build our architecture first. So this is the main class, and then within the class I want to have two static classes so that I can access this part of the code. To do that is to type the two classes first. To build the two classes first, public static registrar. Is that registrar? What's that registrar? Static class. What's wrong with my keyboard? And then another class within the BSIT class is public static. For the billing, public static billing. Yes, billing. Billing. Now that we have our two classes, we will declare our needed variables. Declare, instantiate, and declare our variables. Okay. String, name, address, course, year. Okay. And then we'll be needing an int unit, and then now double miscel fee, MF, miscellaneous fee, which is 25. Actually we can do final, I think final, yeah, but never mind. 25, and then price per unit, $200. And then tuition fee, and then pay. This is the total amount to be paid. Okay, pay equals 0.00b. The next part will be import the necessary packages. Java, the scanner. We'll be needing that to import, to capture information from the console, and then Java, the time for our for the local time. Oh, and I forgot to declare. So local time, local date that local date date now. Okay, local date that now. Okay. Next part we will build our constructor, and which is there will be two constructors, which is oh, I forgot. We'll have to capture the information first. So let's do the scanner first. Scanner. System in. Out. Okay, this is our scanner, and we created an S object for it. System outlet print. S out, shortcut for system outlet print. Then just tap on the top button, and then enter name. Okay, and then to get that information, let's store it in name as we declared above here, this one. So let's assign the value captured here to name. So is that's our object, is that print line, no, next line. Okay, let's speed it up. So what else do we need? Enter address. So let's change this one to address, and then next line, because it's a string, again just edit that. The next would be course, so we declare it again like that, and then this will be a string also. Enter course. Oh, that sounds wrong. Enter course. Next joke. And then we'll be needing a year level, which is also a string year. Enter year level. And then the last one, the number of units. Okay, this will be units. Is it unit? Did I type unit? Okay, let's change this one to units. Okay, units. And you notice there's an error because we place here line, and we're trying to capture an integer. So let's change that one to int. So if you're trying to capture a double value, you replace that one with the int with double. Okay, and then don't forget to close. Is that close? And we're ready to enter this information. And let's just try to run it. Test things out. Jherome. Bago. Course ID. Oh, I forgot. This should be number of units. Yes, number of units. Should be number of units, 56. Okay. So, enter number of units. Now that we're done with this, we already assigned value for this. And let's try to create our object. Yes. So there's it's not to be supposed to be class, it's supposed to be register. Sorry about this one. So we'll be passing values to registrar. So create an object. Registrar maybe letter R because it starts with registrar. And then new registrar. Okay, and then take note. Here we're trying to build our constructor. So you should always take note of the order of the variable names that we're entering here. So I want it to be ordered like name, address, year. Oops. Wait. Address, course, year, units, and then date now. These are the only things that we'll be needing in the registrar class. Okay, so and then r dot get details. Get details. You notice there's still an error because we don't have a get details method yet. So to fix that one, let's go to the registrar. And then let's try to declare value. Declare the variables again. Just copy them. Private units. What else do we need? Date, the date. Private total date. Date now. Okay. Now we need a get details method inside the registrar, and it should be a public void something. Public void. Void get details. I'm right. Yeah, that one. Still have an error. You know why? Because we haven't assigned the values yet. So let's create another method, which is registrar. And then here, take note of this one. Just copy that. Make them in order. And don't forget to include the variable tag. And this should be in curly braces. Keeps popping up. Just the name. Just copy that one. Make this faster. Of course, meet. Now, local. Let me just enter it so you can see the code. Now once we're what? Excuse me. Now once we constructed this one, so this is what will happen. The values from here will be modified by this one, and then you will pass it here, and then from here you will pass it here. Okay, don't get confused. So let's type in this dot name equals name, right? So it's saying the value of name should be the same value of name, the same as the value of name. Okay, just never mind. Just do it like that. You're just assigning the values to name, your local variable. Okay. And then address. Okay, this that course. Yes, course. This that year equals year. What else do we need? Units. This that units equals units. And then this that date now Okay, take note of this one. Okay, I forgot to put date now here. Equals date now. Now we're ready. No more errors. Then let's try to display this data, this information that we captured. Okay, so to do so, let's just S out. System.out, the print S out, then top. That's the shortcut again. And then the header. Oops. Keyword. Enrollment details. Enrollment details. Start this one. So pressing this out. I to skip one line. This out. And let's print this. Name equals last name. Okay. And then address. Let's make this easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 6, 7. So name, address, course, units, and date enrolled. Date now. Lost date now. So let's try to run it. Okay. Bago IT 326. So bago IT 26. We skip one part, which is the year level. We forgot the year level. Year. We didn't. Year is supposed to be after BSIT course. Okay. So year. This year. Now the next part. For the billing class. So let's try to construct it again. In the main method. Okay. There's the main method here. So we're dealing with billing class. B. B equals new billing. Take out. And then name, address, course, year, units, date now. And then just copy this. Place it there, and then we're gonna add the missing links, or I mean the missing variables, which is MF, miscellaneous fee, and then price per unit. Let me just enter again so that you can see the full code. Pay, and then TF. This is the tuition fee, and then this is the total price. Okay, so let's take note of that. And move. Oh, forgot. B that get bill receipt. Okay, that's what we're going to name the method later on. So there will be an error this time because we don't have that method yet. So let's move on to the billing class, and we're here, and then start typing. And to start to catch the values that we're passing. So okay, now, so you can see you have to declare local variables again. private, which the new variables that we'll be needing, and it will be double TF, MF, price per unit, per unit, and to pay, and then private. This is to create in an object. Registrar. Called registrar. Now we're done declaring those variables. Then let's proceed in creating the billing method. Billing, it's a method. Okay. So let's enclose that. So we're passing values here. What are the values that we need? Now, this one. Where is it? The constructor. Just copy this whole thing and just take note of the variable types. Okay, so you won't have any errors. So once you added those, just put on this variable types. String, int, enter, update. Oh, what the heck? Local date, that's it. Now, then double, and then double. Are all doubles. Double. Okay. Now register. See, take note of those. It might give you an error. So all we need to do is create this one later. For now, we still need to pass values from this. Okay. So what we did here, we declared it here, an object containing that would contain the data that we're going to pass from the registrar class. So to do so, registrar, this one equals new registrar. It's like this. If you did not do it here, we can do it here. Registrar. Okay, like that. It's better to put it here. I don't know why I'm just following Sir's practices. Okay, so let's do that, and then let's get the values from the registrar method. And let's just copy this one. Oh wait, registrar. Where is it? This one. Instead of typing, let's just copy them because we're recycling things. Okay. So, if you noticed, I only took this until here. Destroy. Where am I? Close it. Then we're going to assign the values. We do that. This, that, TF, that's TF. Again, if you notice in my IDE, the color doesn't change yet. Right? If it's not used, the variable isn't used in my code. And if it also detects if I'm using it, see, it highlights it. That's the convenience of my IDE. But we still have one error, but still that one. Never mind that one. You will be able to fix that one later. df.mf, close mf, close it, this that pay, close to pay, and then this that price per, no, what the heck? equals price per unit. Now, the next part, to create the other method, which is public void get bill receipt. Close it, enter. As you can see, it's not red anymore because you created it here. But that doesn't mean that we will have a result. We already have a result. And that's why we have to create it. So as you can see, we just assigned the value of TF here, which is the tuition fee. But in reality, it's just still 0. Okay, tuition fee. So how we will get the tuition fee? It's price per unit multiplied to the number of units. Okay, price per unit multiplied by the number of units. So TF then is equal to registrar that units, okay, times, okay, look, we created the object here, right? So if you're going to call it here, use the object name registrar, okay, don't get confused. And then what else will we multiply? Price per unit, okay. Why didn't I put price per unit? I mean register that price per unit. Notice it, we did not pass and capture it here. Where did we actually get this one? It's from here, price per unit here. See, highlights it. If I do so, there it is, and I declared it inside this class. Okay, so we only do this when it is declared and we're using it and calling it from another class, which is in registrar class. Okay, I hope you got what I mean. Then the next part is the total to pay. Okay, so what happens here in TF is, for example, we have 0 TF and then equals units, and for example we have 20 units multiplied by price per unit, that's 200. Okay, and then equals it. So if we multiply this together, it will be 4,000. So the value of TF now is 20 times 200. Okay, and that is in double, like that. But this one, this is in integer, an integer. This is double also. If you remember variable precedence, that makes adjustment. But if we try to, never mind. It's hard to explain. So the next part, and I want to remove this one. Next to pay equals TF, that one, 4,000 plus MF. Okay. Miscellaneous fee is 2,500 as we, ayan, see, it's 25, MF is 25, and then we pass it here, and then we capture it here, and then it assign it here. Okay, and don't get confused. Okay, now it's like saying that to pay is equal to 0, kay lang 0, and then we have TF, which is 4,000 plus 25. Now the to pay value should be 65. We'll see that later when we try to run the code. Okay. Now the last part is to print the result. Oops. S out. Let me just copy this one. Receipt. Look. S out. 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I'm right, it should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now you need name. Registrar that name. Notice we get it from here, so that's why we have to mention registrar. And do it with the rest. I hope you got the logic already. Course of registrar that course. And then units plus registrar that units. See, it's recommending it. Tuition fee TF, this one, and then miscellaneous hard to spell, neos plus MF, and then total fee is plus to pay. Now let's check if this is correct. So tuition fee should be 4,000, and then MF is 2,500, and then to pay is 6,500 if I try to enter 20 units. Okay, let's try to run. Okay, let's try 20 first. And voila! Here you have it. So, name, address, course, year, units, date now, and then name, course, number of units, tuition fee, miscellaneous fee, and then total fee. Okay? And if we compare again, where is it? Oh, dang. And if we compare again, we got this result. So let's try Sir's example in our professor's example output. So Nelson, Yernes, San Isidro Sur, SIT 2.6, and we should have this output 772552. 26 SIT Nelson Yernes, the date today, number of units, year, and there you have it. I hope you learned something today, and I hope you didn't confuse with my very confusing explanation. So I'm going to pause and try to scroll down and pause 10 seconds for each frame for every 20 lines so that you may be able to see it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Make sure to screenshot. 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. See you in the next tutorials. Have a great day again. Konnichiwa. Annyeonghaseyo.